Well, good morning. It's January 1st, 2021. Yay, we made it through 2020. We survived COVID, zombie pigmen, you name it. I'm on the other side of the road today. It's 8:12 in the morning. It's about 36 degrees. That's why I'm wearing my hat. And I want to explore these aggregate piles. I'm using the Gold Cruiser today because, well, if they were making this much of a mess out here, they were looking for something. Plus, this is a gold bearing area. I don't think I'll find gold, but I got my lucky gold charm in my pocket. Yes, that's a gold nugget. We're gonna throw that on the ground, make sure we know what gold sounds like, and then we'll get going. But this is a whole new area, new year. So let's explore over here. Tell you a little bit about this place here. Let me flip the camera around. So in previous videos, I was kind of shooting pictures across the road, and I could see these piles. Now, this is a creek bed, old creek bed. And when you see piles of stuff like this in a creek bed, that's not necessarily natural, especially when you see tons of them. That means they were moving a lot of rock and cleaning a lot of rock for gold. So, I don't know. We'll see what we can find here. Might not find gold, might find shell casings, 50 cal rounds, other bullets, anything else that was dropped. But that's what this stuff would be. This is what they did when they came through looking for gold, is they left a lot of aggregate. So we will see. So it's just a new adventure, new explorations, and just some new fun. So let's get to it. I had a nice quiet New Year's, of course. And I was looking forward to coming over to this side of the road. So let me get the machine fired up and we'll see if we can find something. Sound good? Yay. Let's go for it. As with every hunt out here, my first find is, well, it was a 22 casing, so shell casing. But just found this. It's got two pointy ends on it. No idea. Could be an old crevicing tool. Could be nothing. But it was obviously made for something. We'll throw it in a bag. Now, I'm only hunting in general because I've taken this machine out a couple times, so I'm still getting my head wrapped around it. It's a very high frequency machine, like in the 61, 62 kilohertz, 66 kilohertz. It's pretty high up there. It's a VLF machine. It's made for finding small gold. Now, I ran my nugget underneath it. It's ringing a nice solid 60, 65-ish. So anything around there would probably be what I'm looking for. So, but I'm still gonna pick and see what I can find here, because you never know. The itty bitty gold could be a little bit lower. Who knows? This is a pretty large chunk of gold. This is almost a half ounce. I have a smaller piece that I can't find that I normally use for testing. It's somewhere in the house. I have a bag that I keep all my test coins and whatnot in. I just misplaced it, like everything else. But no, this should prove to be very interesting and very educational. Now, other people have been out here. You can tell by this. That's a filled-in hole. That's the dirt that they threw out over in this area. That's the hole. You can see where they dug in right next to the coil. They kind of filled it in with rocks, so I'm not the first person out here. More evidence of old activity. It's a square nail. It's a newer square nail. So that could have been part of an old sluice box. Yeah, the metal condition out here is actually really good. It's normally really dry out here, so steel, good quality steel, holds together very well. But this wasn't too deep, so it does tell me that there were people out here doing stuff with things. Okay, we got a little something here. Let's see if we can find it. Now, a lot of the rocks here want to talk to me too, but it's all in that range where it's overlapping and could be iron, like mineralization type sounds. So little blips and bleeps. So it's kind of a boring type of hunt when you're looking for gold at old gold sites. Plus you'll find broken square nails like that. So I'm not going to be filming every single dig like I normally do. We're just going to see what we can find. And if I have something that sounds promising, like a high squeaker or something, then we're going to go for it. Okay? Here's an example of what I was talking about. See this big rock here? It's hitting at 99, and that usually tells me that it's just a lot of minerals in there. Like I said, this is a very high gain machine. I'm not not discriminating anything. I'm just seeing what we can find. The threshold's kind of up there, and yeah, my mineralization bar is about half. So, and I am ground balanced at 80, which is pretty typical for this area. So, but we'll just keep looking around. Like I said, someone else has been out here many times. This is one of the piles of aggregate someone was digging through. Looks like they might have had a deep target, and they kept going and going and going and got tired. But they left rocks strewn all over the place. It's about a, I don't know, 10-foot by 5-foot pile of aggregate. But that's what you look for in these areas. Well, just had a casualty. Tripod leg broke. Was trying to set it up here and it just snapped on me. Weak design. But the 34 here. Let's see what we can find. That's probably a 22 cartridge. Back up there. It's rolling away from me. I'm on a hillside, by the way. Excuse me. Coffee's talking. There it is. That's a chunk of shrapnel. Well, with a broken tripod, looks like live digs are out of it for a little bit. So I'll have to get creative with the camera and see what I can do. Sorry. Yeah, I can break a steel ball. And another square nail. Well, those are coming in at 20. So I'll probably still dig them because I like square nails. but I won't show them all to you. It's a pretty good cutaway of one of these piles. This is where water's been coming through. You can see down here, well, way down here is the dirt layer, down where this rock's at. This is the creek bed. Where that moss is at, there's a dark line going through. That's old ground. And this is all piled up dirt. And you can see all the mud and all the rocks that they washed. So it's interesting things to look for when you're checking old digging sites and sluice sites. Here's something I haven't found too often, or ever, except here. That's a 22 short. I haven't seen those in, oh, long time. And I found a whole pile of them. I'm gonna move on. The big overload sound of the day. It's a relic from the past there. It had a purpose at some point. This was in the 80s. We all know what that is. That went boom at some point. So what I've learned from this area so far, someone has hit this place very, very hard. They have left a lot of open holes. Not recently, probably a year or so ago. They flipped a lot of big rocks. Kind of left a mess, but not really, because this place floods out, so I don't know. That's not how I would do it, but I'm not finding much here, just bullets, shell casings, and square nails. So, might be a played out spot, but I'll keep looking around. I got a few finds in my pouch that I've dug. I know it's been kind of a quiet hunt, especially with my tripod broken. So if I get something interesting, we'll look at it together. Been a couple interesting finds, just nothing like, cool. Nothing to fire up the camera for. Now I'm going into relic hunting mode with a gold machine. And playing with the settings, the different things. I was running in micro for a little bit. It has a little more control. I'm back in general because I'm back down on the creek bed. Yeah. So, wander around some more. And this is what I mean that someone's been hitting it very hard. That's a hole. That's a hole. That's all dug out. That whole rock embankment's been dug out, and half of that pile. I don't know what they were finding. Hopefully they found something good. But they've hit it pretty hard. Now, in Korea, if I saw rocks like that, it means something else. That was all in one 2x2 area. So a lot of 9mm and a lot of 38 special. That almost looks like it was made that way on purpose. See how those rocks are nicely stacked? Makes me wonder if that's how they were channeling water. Because there's another one way over there. That's kind of interesting. Well, I'm just about at the car. It wasn't much of, finding gold today, which sucks. But we did have a good time. The weather's starting to turn, but it still feels pretty good out here. But let's look at what we picked up. Like I said, not much of a hunt. Lots of shell casings. We got some large pieces of bronze from World War II, some shrapnel, people's drinks that they left in the dirt. I just like cleaning them up because they don't need to be out here. We found this. This was next to a big piece of riveted together ducting or tube or conduit. It went into an embankment. I wasn't about to dig it out, but I kept that one. And it matches the one piece that I found, that large chunk iron. So, yeah, I think they're channeling water through there and using that for their sluices. So that's a pretty neat piece of history. But, yeah, that's what we got. Oh, and the rag I found out there, too. Just people leaving stuff. That's probably the people that were digging holes already. Well, thanks for watching. Not much of a first of the year hunt, but it was still nice to get out, enjoy a little bit of nature, and poke around at a new site, see what we could find. I've got a duck behind a fallen tree here because the wind is picking up. So you all take care. Good luck out there. Happy hunting. Stay safe. Bye for now. Well, we can now say that this area was busy with people trying to seek their fortune in gold, and still kind of is. Just would be interesting to see what it looked like way back when.